Hi, my name is Sam. I'm from a group at the University of Melbourne called the Culture Bridge Institute. It is our aim to promote intercultural communication and friendship on university campuses. Today we have partnered with Academic Skills to provide this practical video on how you can improve your intercultural communication skills. We will first explain why we think intercultural communication is so important, and then provide some practical tips on how you can improve your intercultural communication skills.
The biggest benefit of intercultural communication is it helps with culture shock. There is a fear that arises from not sharing a common language or from a belief that you'll offend someone by not knowing about their culture. And this could create a number of problems, right from everyday social interaction to university assignments or workplace. I remember when I landed in Melbourne, I was nervous about so many things, right from making all the decisions by myself to settling here. Once I started interacting with people, I was relieved as I learned about similarities between India and Australia, be it food or people.
I believe that intercultural communication is crucial as it equips us with the confidence to share our genuine thoughts, feelings, and emotions without the fear of being judged. In my opinion, confidence is something that cannot be learned like a set of rules. It is a state of mind, and one that develops with the help of feedback from others. It stems from the belief, well-being, and self-esteem of your own skills and experiences. Through effective intercultural communication, we will feel valued and safe. Therefore, we will be able to build healthier relationships among our peers and friends.
I think intercultural communication is so important because it builds access points and bridges between peoples. In my experience, the main source of conflicts between peoples is a lack of understanding about one another. This lack of understanding can often be compensated for by prejudicial assumptions. Negative assumptions over time make it harder and harder for people to communicate with one another, and at the worst of times leads to division within society. So if we can improve in our intercultural communication skills, we can build bigger and bigger networks of people, improving our knowledge, and eventually replace negative assumptions with understanding.
Globalization is constantly growing, bringing together diverse cultures stemming from all over the world. Specifically, at the University of Melbourne, 44% of our students are international students coming from more than 150 different countries. Being a student at the University of Melbourne gives us the opportunity to appreciate this cultural diversity by being in constant contact with students coming from different cultural backgrounds. However, this cultural diversity can only be appreciated through effective intercultural communication, which allows us to appreciate the different cultures, traditions, beliefs, languages, and build understanding.
Examining your own beliefs and questioning your own assumptions is the first step to creating a mindset conducive to improving your intercultural communication skills. So what does this look like in practice? It's about becoming self-aware. So the next time you're with your friends, colleagues, or even strangers, try to think about the assumptions you make and take note of them. It's also about researching a little bit. So when you're confronted with a new culture or a new belief, go home and do some research. You will eventually build up a knowledge base that will allow you to question your own assumptions. Examining your own beliefs is hard. It's confronting, and we know that. But it's important to create a humble mindset that is open to intercultural communication.
In order to facilitate a culturally inclusive environment, I always strive to build trust and show interest by continuously asking questions. Firstly, I believe that adopting the right mindset is key. I remain open-minded and proactive in order to allow other voices to be heard. Besides that, I continuously remain engaged and never hesitate to ask questions. Awareness of cultural differences is key, and by forming an ally with others, I feel that I am able to make others feel safe.
Communicating with people from different cultural backgrounds requires an active and respectful listening. Non-verbal inputs can be used to demonstrate engagement with what is being said. For example, when I'm listening, I try to smile and nod to demonstrate that I'm actively thinking about what's being said. Another technique that can be used is to avoid interrupting someone when they're talking. These methods encourage confidence and participation in the discussion while enabling us to appreciate the cultural diversity of our university.
Remember how important it is to challenge your assumptions about people by asking questions, to prepare when meeting people, to be respectful when listening, to stay open-minded, and to pay attention to non-verbal cues.
And finally, it's important to remember that all the things that we have mentioned in this video are as applicable in the online environment as they are in person. We understand that this video only covered a fraction of intercultural communication, but it's a good place to start. So thank you from all of us at Culture Bridge and Academic Skills. For more tips and resources, go to Academic Skills at Uni Melb.